What is up, Web3 crew? Krista Tumun's right here, the Epic Web3 Agents today, and I'm with the lead dev of Adamik, Mr. Mourad. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
I love your hair. Is that a wig or is that a true hair?
100% natural.
I love it. Well, anyway, how's the event so far?
Great, meeting cool people, builders, who are working on good projects. It's very inspiring.
Can you please give us a bit background about yourself and what were you doing before Adamik?
Yeah, so I've been a developer for as long as I can remember. Web3 developer for as long as Web3 existed. I started building smart contracts in 2016. I got really involved in smart contract, EVM mostly. So it was on Ethereum at the time. Then 2020, 2021, I started to get gigs as a smart contract developer for a lot of projects launching NFTs, for example. I would always look for projects that had some kind of challenge, something interesting, not just like a collection of 10,000 images randomly generated. These people, I would tell them, you know what, there's an open source project, you can just use that one. I would take projects where we would build something interesting. Like, for example, I worked on a thing called Blank Canvas, and it was an NFT where you can draw on it and submit your drawing, your pixel art drawing, to the token holder, and they can approve it, and it would be what would display on OpenSea. I worked on another one called Saplings. It's still running. Obviously, it didn't perform. None of these really made a lot of money. It was just experimenting with tech. Saplings is an NFT where you have a sapling, so a baby tree, that you have in a 3D environment. You can see it on OpenSea. It's interactive, and all the proceeds from the mints went to the Association for Conservation of Amazonia Forest, the Amazon Conservation Association, ACA. I did another non-profit NFT collection with an artist called, forgot his name. Russian artist who did a piece with Putin's profile with Ukrainian blood going through it. It was called Putin Blockchain. Yeah, so lots of projects.
I would say a lot of projects and well-experienced guy right here. So now let's talk about Adamik and what does Adamik do?
Adamik provides an API that abstracts blockchain interaction. So anyone who wants to deal with digital assets, digital accounts, so fetching state, fetching history, making transfers, staking, and soon more more complex operations, they can just use our API with a unified interface, and it's regardless of which blockchain you're using. It can be UTXO type, it can be EVM, it can be in Cosmos environment. We have some exotic chains as well. We absorb the complexity of encoding the transaction the way it needs to be encoded. We give you a message that's ready to sign. It is signer agnostic, so it supports your browser wallets as well as things like Fireblocks, Sodot, Turnkey, Defense, DFNS. And then it's ready to broadcast. We can broadcast it as well. So that's what we do.
What makes Adamik unique? I mean, what sets it apart from all the companies that also have the same field or industry?
Yeah, so obviously the desire to unify blockchain interaction is as old as the diversity of blockchains. So as soon as we started to see 3-4 different types of blockchains, people wanted to unify, to make it easy for the users to not have to worry about these things. What we try to do at Adamik is really push it to the extreme, and we try to be exhaustive. We look for the exotic chains that no one wants to dig into, and we try to either make them fit into the model or improve our model so that it would include this kind of blockchains. That's what makes us unique, I would say.
What would be the future impact of Adamik in the community or in the ecosystem?
Yeah, so already we're trying to make waves in facilitating people who build wallets or for upcoming exchanges. One thing that I'm super excited about is because we have a unified API where the caller doesn't need to know anything about the underlying technology, it's kind of perfect for AI agents because, so for example, we hacked together in one weekend a little MCP server, that allows you to just use Claude Desktop and say, ask about any state, any balances, any history, and ask it to make transfers, ask it to stake, and it would just do it. Like, okay, which blockchain do you want? We support this. What do you? And it just does it, because I think AI is super powerful. I mean, obviously, the challenge is not so much to manage to make AI do something. It's more to try to manage to limit its scope. AI agents can do a lot of stuff, and if you can channel them to exactly the type of actions that you want to do, then you got on your hands amazing tool.
Do you think AI would be a threat or a tool for the community, especially, for humanity?
It will be a tool for some and a threat for others. Obviously, it's easier to scam people. We've seen stories like that. It's easier to make legit-looking phishing emails, or even with image generation to impersonate people and stuff like that. I think with every innovation brings its lots of downsides, of threats, of new things we have to be careful about. I remember when first stores started to accept credit card payment, a lot of people were wary, like, okay, you don't know, you're gonna put your credit card, and we didn't have, it was HTTP, it was not even secured, and you just like put your credit card number in there, no way. And then it got generalized, security measures evolved, and I can even go further back, like when the first cars appeared, the cars obviously go fast, and they can hit someone and they can injure them or even kill them. So we decided to improve the laws and like to have infrastructure so that cars can be driven safely. I think the same thing is going to happen with AI.
What's next with Adamik? What can we expect for Adamik this coming 2025?
Well, hopefully this year is going to be huge for Adamik, because we're going to power a lot of staking APIs for staking providers, a lot of calls for wallets who want to be compatible with as many chains as possible, maybe exchanges. And definitely there's going to be something big coming in AI that's going to use Adamik to make it all easy. So check out docs.adamik.io. If you're a developer, it's super easy to get started. We have a CLI tool that is coming out soon, where you're going to be able to just fill in some environment variables and run a crazy variety of on-chain interactions. So yeah.
Last question, it's off the topic, but it's the title of the show. What do you think is the future of money?
Do you want a short answer, or do you want a full?
It's up to you.
Okay. I think money, as we know it, exists for a reason. It's because it's easier to exchange if we have a common currency rather than exchanging objects, right? As we go forward, I think money itself, the notion of money, is going to be deeply disrupted, as we will see less need for it. It might disappear, the word money as we know it might disappear. Already on the blockchain, obviously one of the first use cases was cryptocurrencies, but the power of blockchain is more than that, is consensus, like global peer-to-peer consensus to agree on a specific set of transactions, things that happened. We've seen a lot of cryptos powering small communities that have no meaning outside of this community. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that. And yeah, eventually it's going to be voting power, and it's going to be proof of membership of some community.
All right, thank you so much, Mourad. Now describe this event in 3 words. Let's go.
Agentic, thirsty, connections.
Thank you so much, Mourad. I hope you get a lot of insights from him. This is me, Krista 2 Moons. More to come only here at FOMO, the future of money.